Regional high maize stock levels versus potential El Nino. What will be the impact on yields and prices in the coming season? This African grain market overview is made possible by Collateral Management International and Zematic Irrigation Systems. Collateral Management International, or CMI, works across the continent, helping banks and other financiers keep their commodities secure and well managed. With over a decade of experience, they're known for their reliable storage solutions, trusted staff, and professional stock monitoring and inspection services. CMI helps make sure everything runs smoothly and securely. CMI, your trusted collateral manager in Africa. White maize prices traded as follows. Johannesburg on $200 per metric ton, Harare on $340, Beira on $250, Lilongwe on $190 per metric ton, Dar es Salaam on $300, Nairobi on $380, Kampala on $350 and Kigali on $330 per metric ton. Before we get started on this week's info, I know many of you watching aren't subscribed on our YouTube channel yet. Please take a second to check and subscribe. It really helps us grow and continue bringing these insights to you. Thank you for your support.
Good day viewers. This week we look at the regional maize market for East, Southeast and Southern Africa. We will explore the record high 2026-27 regional surplus production expectations versus forecast of an El Nino weather pattern second half of 2026 and the early part of 2027. Just to make it more interesting, we will add a scenario of high input costs for the next summer crop to plant later this year. As always, take note. Estimates in this podcast are based on information at our disposal, which in many cases are limited. We will not go into detail regarding surplus expectations, but this table, which we discussed in detail in a previous podcast early April, indicates the expected white maize import need countries and the export surplus countries for the last 2 years and the forecast for 2026-27. A period running more or less from mid-2026 to mid-2027. It is still early days, but indications 2026-27 could see regional surplus production grow for the second consecutive year to a very healthy level not seen for many years. Now, in contrast to this healthy surplus expectation for 2026-27, weather predictions of an El Nino weather pattern second half of 2026 and at least the early part of 2027 could mean 2027-28 could be a lower supply year. El Nino usually brings about below normal rainfall in southern countries like South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Malawi and Mozambique, i.e. below the red line, and above normal rainfall in Tanzania, Uganda and Kenya, i.e. above the red line, as indicated on the map. Let's add high potential input costs to the equation. Since the conflict between the US, Israel and Iran commenced late February and shipping through the Strait of Hormuz has been disrupted, fertilizer prices, and in particular those linked to fossil fuel production, has increased significantly. For example, the FOB Middle East granular urea price increased by 90% from late February to the end of April, as indicated by the blue circle. Urea probably makes up between 50 and 70% of the entire fertilizer application for maize crops. With uncertainty when the conflict will be over and fertilizer trade will normalize, it makes placing orders for the next regional summer crop season rather challenging, and orders need to be placed soon. If fertilizer importers place orders at these high price levels and prices drop after that, it could lead to substantial losses. To mitigate this risk, importers are likely to wait as long as possible before placing orders, which brings its own risk of late arrival, insufficient supply, and so forth. Add the substantial recent increase in fuel costs, and in particular the price of diesel, and high input costs could become a material issue. The next question is how the mentioned factors can impact planting area for the next maize crop. The current SND picture, high carry-in stocks and an expected bumper crop, is not conducive to attractive prices. By September-October, when the farmer planting decision needs to be made, it will be just after the record crop has harvested and prices could be relatively low. This typically see farmers plant less. Combine this with potential high input costs and the planting area could further decline. Last but not least, add the El Nino weather predictions to the equation and one could see production significantly lower next year. As mentioned in several podcasts the past month or so, the expected large carry-out stocks for the 2026-27 year could come in very handy during 2027-28.
Thank you, Jacques. Very interesting. If you're looking for deeper insights into African soft commodity markets, contact Jacques today to access Commodity Insight Africa's full weekly reports. Thank you again to Collateral Management International and Zematic Irrigation Systems for making this episode possible. Thanks for joining us this week. Until next week.